long-awaited international break is finally over and club football is back. I'm so excited, and so today I'm going to stand and do this YouTube video. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a preview of Real Madrid's first game after international break. Club football is back and Real Madrid will be facing Getafe. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned and let us dive straight into it. First of all, I'm going to talk about my predicted starting lineup, and as usual in the goalpost, Courtois, since he's not injured, he's going to start. At the left back position, I'm going to go for Alvaro Carras. At the CB pairings, I think Dean Housen is still injured. Rudiger is not back. Yeah, so probably I'm going to go for Raul Asensio and Militao pairing. Then at the right back, as we are all aware, our right back are still injured. Carvajal and Trent Alexander-Arnold, even though they've started training on the pitch, they are not back fully yet. And I learned Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to get back in Real Madrid's game versus Barcelona. That's the El Clasico. But then it means that Fede Valverde is still going to start at the right back position. Now to the midfield, we're going to look at Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and then Arda Güler. Now let's talk about the forwards. With the forwards, Kylian Mbappe on the undisputed starter in the middle, and then at the left wing, Vinicius Junior. Now at the right wing, Franco Mastantuono has been injured. I learned the injury is not a big injury, it's just a minor injury. So I don't think he's actually going to start in Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. And so I'm looking to see Brahim Diaz start in Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. So the front three is going to be Vinicius, Mbappe, and Brahim Diaz. Did I say it's going to be? Sorry, that is just my prediction. And so that's my prediction for Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. Now let's talk about the head-to-head statistics. Well, looking at this head-to-head statistics, Real Madrid versus Getafe, it looks very, very good because mostly I do just past five games. But in the past 10 games Real Madrid has played versus Getafe, guess how many we won? We've won 9 out of 10. And this is a very good start here over here. And you just know that even if the Real Madrid team is very bad in its awful state, past records prove that Getafe is the team that Real Madrid should easily win against. And so Sunday, I'm expecting Real Madrid to come home with the 3 points, regardless of whatever magic Getafe has to pull on us. The next thing on today's list is key players to look out for in Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. This time around, I'm going to start from the Getafe side. So we have a Real Madrid player who is on loan to Getafe for 2 years. Yeah, I think 2 years to 2027. Yes, that is 2 years. So Mario Martin is in Getafe right now, and I'm sure he's going to be featuring in Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. And so I'm hoping to see some action from him because that is what they do. Anytime they leave Real Madrid and they're supposed to face us, it's actually very crazy how they show up in such games. Now, the other player to look out for is a king of La Liga, or one of the deciders of La Liga titles, and that person is Borja Mayoral. You can never underestimate his influence in title deciding games. When I say title deciding games, I don't mean playing versus Getafe is title deciding games, but those are some players that can actually show up and then just deprive you of the 3 points. Someone like Oyarzabal, someone like there is this guy that he has tied his bomb. What was his name? Murici. Yes, players like that. And so he's one key player to look out for. He has been good for Getafe, and then I know that he's going to try to do some magic. But anyways, we are going to back the win. Now at Real Madrid side, the 2 key players to look out for. First one, obviously, Kylian Mbappe. This season, Kylian Mbappe is on a goal scoring spree. Yes, spree or a streak. Yes, Kylian Mbappe has been on fire this season, both for club and then for country. And so in Real Madrid's next game, especially after the international break, I'm hoping to see some actions from Kylian Mbappe. And now I do not want to say Kylian Mbappe is an undisputed goal scorer, but it is what it is. Almost every single game, the whole of this season, every single game Mbappe has played in, it's only one game that he didn't score. Only one game, but in every single game he has played in, he has scored a goal. And if he's to continue at this rate, according to statistics, he's going to finish the season with at least 80 goals. Is that impossible? Of course not. It is possible. So for me, I'm looking out for Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. Now, the other key players to look out for is Fede Valverde. Recently, Valverde posted something on Twitter talking about how critics have been criticizing him. Valverde said, if as a player you're not doing well, you are aware of that, but then he breathes Real Madrid and he's hoping to put out better performances because he loves the club amidst the criticism. So for me, for Fede Valverde being at the right back position because of the absence of our key players, Trent, Carvajal, I'm looking forward to see what Fede Valverde can contribute to our back line. And so, what's the other thing to talk about? Score predictions. I'm predicting Real Madrid to win by 3-1. Let's back the 3 points and still remain on top of the league table. And so let me know your score predictions in the comment section and who you think is going to score a goal. Unfortunately, this brings us to the end of our preview of Real Madrid's game versus Getafe. Let's go